Those are not good.
Today, we're actually going to start building the shed out here, the power shed, storage shed, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be pretty hard to get it in the ground, so I may have to use some anchors, like mobile home type anchors to hold it down, because this is one big rock right here. I got that one down about that deep, which is good enough, plenty for me. And it's going to have, you know, a ton of batteries. I mean, literally 1 ton of batteries in it. And then all the food storage stuff, the dry goods and stuff we're going to store in it. So, I mean, it'll be real heavy. So I'm not real worried about it. But I'll figure it out as I go. I'll get it as deep as I can, and then I'll figure something else out from that point. But it's going to be 16 foot this way and 12 foot this way. That's kind of the biggest size we can kind of get here, and it's still out of the way of everything because we still got to build on the house. And I wanted it kind of close to the house because it's going to be the power shed also. So anyway, we'll get started on it. See what happens. I'm going to keep it as low as I can to the ground on this end because you can't really tell on the camera, but it is sloped right here. So this end's going to be as close as I can get it to the ground. That way that corner over ain't going to be 10 feet in there. So anyway, #1 post. I just got to get in a rough neighborhood over 12 foot. So. That way. Right there. That should be good. I dig about that deep and I hit solid rock. So, I mean, it ain't going nowhere. It'll have, like I said, a ton of batteries in it. So, if it blows away, it'll be a big puff of wind. All right, we got these 2 posts right here concreted. This one right here is probably maybe what, a foot deep, maybe something like that. It's got 1 80-pound bag of concrete on it. That one's got 1 80-pound bag. That's plenty. That's plenty. Because these are 6x6s, so It's plenty. And I'm gonna have a bunch of them in here to support the weight of the batteries and all the solar stuff. So I'm gonna have a ton of bracing under it. I'm just trying to get the main frame up and get the post in the ground and cemented, because it's supposed to rain for the next 2 days. So if we can get this done, we'll be good. Then we can come back and just start on the rest of it. Some of these little rocks I can get out. You get down to the big rock, you ain't moving it. A little bit. All right, we got the 4 corner post in. I'm gonna put a post in here and a post in up there. Then I'm gonna have a center support that goes to the center before I start laying in the 12 footers. I haven't concreted these 2 in yet because I'm still trying to work the square out on it, but I think I got it where I want it. So all I gotta do now is kind of I ain't gonna pour no more concrete in until I get this in and that one. That way I can do them all at the same time. I just want to do those 2 to have one good solid point to come off of. But anyway, that's where we're at. We'll keep on.
You can even hear the rocks.
Well, there's one thing about it, building anything up here, is once you build it, it's not going to settle. It's done. Where you put it is where it's at. See, right there's the rock. As far as we're going with that one. That one there is part of this big rock up here. This big rock right here goes a long ways up in here.
Yeah.
All that's one solid rock right there. We got the 2 center supports in. I don't know if a lot of people do this way or not, but that's the way I do it. It kind of supports the middle. That way I ain't got to put just like post here and put one post in the middle. I think I have one more, and it'll start it up. What I'm going to do is go ahead and lay it out every 4 feet and put the 12 footer in here, because we don't have enough to do it all today. I just want to get the basic frame up today is all I want to do, which we've done. So I'm going to put what we got left in here. And because like I said, it's supposed to rain for the next 2 days. That'll set this concrete up, because every hole's going to have 80 pounds of concrete in each hole. So anyway, I'm going to mark it out every 4 feet. 4 feet right there. 8, 12. Okay. So now I'm just gonna put some bracing in it for now. Just kind of tie it all together. So anyway. around that a little bit. I put the plywood on it. Stuck up a little bit. My saw was cutting crooked. That one was hard as a freaking rock. I know I won't get too deep with this because that rock's right there. Just trying to really level it. Like I said, in there. Right there. Right on the money, as you said. Alright guys, it's getting late. That's pretty much all we're going to get done today. We're out of concrete. Need a couple more posts. See, I put the center braces in here. I'm going to put posts in that again. I may put that through here and through there too. And that way I know it's good and braced. And I have to put posts out here at the front and the back. I'll probably put 2 back there and then 2 up here. I mean, like I said, it's going to have supports under everything. And I mean, it is what it is. Now I got to go. I need, I think, 8 or 10 more to go in between here. Every 16 inches. It's absolutely solid right now. I mean, it's not moving at all. So it's pretty solid. And that concrete sets up. It's going to be there for a while. So. But anyway, guys, that's a 12 by 16 shed. And just for storage is all it's going to be. Well, all the solar stuff's coming out of the house. Going in here, it's going to be like a power room. Then we're going to have like our freezer out here, and then we'll put some shelves for dry storage, like dry food and stuff like that, like wheat and stuff with sugar and stuff like that. If you ain't done so yet, please hit that like and subscribe, and we'll build some more, I guess. Anyway, catch you on next one.